So please join me in welcoming this eminent panel who have been at the forefront of our battle against the COVID crisis. So to start with, I invite Mrs. Sonal Goyal to deliver her opening remarks on the topic effectiveness of district and public administration in combating COVID-19 crisis. Sonal Goyal, Special Resident Commissioner, Government of Tripura, New Delhi. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mishra. Namaste and good afternoon to my fellow panelists, to all the viewers who are connected with us today through this online webinar. A very important issue which we have been discussing over, in fact, from the last year itself, how the public administration or how per se the administration at various levels of the country, the center, the state, district, panchayats, how they have been responding to the challenges which have been posed by COVID-19 pandemic. Year 2020 saw the dawn of a pandemic which we as human beings, which we never had thought of we would be facing. And the magnitude and the impact which it started creating was beyond our estimations. But we rose to the challenge and humanity faced COVID-19 pandemic through its resilience. Unfortunately, when the curve of COVID-19 pandemic started sloping down in last year towards November, December, we again started seeing a rise in the curve in the year 2021, starting from March itself. And when we see the numbers, it even crossed around 4 lakh of cases being reported on a daily basis in the second wave. So if we compare it with the first wave had maximum cases being reported around, say, 1 lakh or so per day. That was the maximum in the entire country. But in the second wave, we saw that it crossed even the mark of 4 lakhs. So that was a huge challenge which was posed all across the country, all across the states. And the way it was creating an impact on the health infrastructure, whether we talk about the normal beds or the ICU beds or the ventilator beds, the availability of oxygen concentrators, the availability of all other kind of medicines which were being prescribed by the ICMR, by the senior doctors at AIIMS. So all those things came into picture during this second wave of the pandemic. And we have seen, not in one state, but all across the country, all of the states have been able to cope up. Of course, we saw quite a number of fatalities. Almost every one of us, unfortunately, has lost someone near in our family or the friend circle. But I believe that there have been a systematic handling. Of course, there were initially some hiccups because probably we were not prepared. We were not prepared for the number of beds availability, for the number of oxygen concentrators, etc. But then we have seen, whether it is Tripura or whether it is Haryana or for any part of the country, there has been a huge augmentation of the oxygen concentrators. States have set up separate oxygen plants. There has been special hospitals which have been created, especially, for example, by DRDO. DRDO has immensely contributed by setting up COVID dedicated hospitals. When we talk special efforts by administration, I would like to mention that in India, we had this strategy for testing, tracing, and quarantine. So testing, tracing, and quarantine was one of the very important aspects which was being followed. So wherein we were focusing on aggressive testing and making the patients quarantine or in home isolation if they were having no symptoms or even mild symptoms. And if there is any need for hospitalization, then they were being hospitalized, and then the contact tracing. So this strategy has been very effective in our country. Also, one very important aspect is with respect to the vaccination. In our country, we started vaccination in a phase-wise manner. In this year, it was started. Initially, it was for senior citizens, then it was for frontline workers, then from the age of 45 years plus, and then, of course, it is now open for all up to from 18 years of age. Until yesterday, the data says that around 26 crore of vaccination doses had been administered across the country. So when we are talking about that 26 crores of vaccine doses have been given, so that automatically means that there has been at least 18 to 20 percentage of the population which has been covered. Of course, I know that this 26 crore vaccination doses would mean that some of the people have received the second dose also. However, this number is rising every day, and it is good that now people are also realizing the importance of getting themselves vaccinated. They are trying to get the online slots being booked, and we are giving it an emphasis at all levels, whether it is the district administration, they are carrying out the IC activities. From the health department also, so many educational communication activities are being done to create more awareness. So that is really commendable. And whatever restrictions we have seen during the last lockdown and during this lockdown, there has been little bit of differentiation. Like last year, we had faced the issue of handling the migrant workers in all across the big towns, especially the migrant workers, especially when last year I was posted in Gurugram. So we saw that migrant workers from all across the country, especially from Bihar, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, they were stuck up there. Administration had the responsibility of not only feeding them but also providing them all logistics, stay facilities, and administration could do it with support, of course, of the citizens, of the civil society organizations. Many NGOs came forward. So that was an issue which was being helped out, and also we even in the last COVID pandemic wave and even in the second wave, we have seen the contribution being done by the civil society organizations. I would like to mention that all the NGO, civil society organizations, public spirited citizens at their individual levels, while in the first wave they were trying to help in feeding the people who are living in slums, in getting people having the logistic supports. This year, the emphasis has been, of course, on the medical support, because that has been a crisis which we all face. So in availability of medicines, then donation of oxygen concentrators, help by the big companies in setting up of oxygen plants. So all these exercises, why I'm mentioning is that all these exercises reinforce the fact that administration and citizen are to work in tandem, in partnership with each other. And if we are having this kind of a partnership and understanding, then no challenge is big for us to face. One very important aspect which this pandemic has shown to us, and it is actually leading to the changes in the way we are governing the country, is the digitalization, the digital initiatives which have been taken across the country. So when this first wave hit us, there was a huge hue and cry that the offices should be shut down. There should be work from home. The work from home was being there. Most of the private sector companies, most of the MNCs were already having some set of mechanisms. But when we talk about government, this was one aspect which was quite lacking. So we started emphasizing more on e-office, the official movement of files being through online systems, and how to reduce the physical movement of files. And now most of the state governments, including Haryana, including Tripura, they are taking initiatives for taking these digital initiatives across all the departments, not only one department, across all the departments. So I think that is very important, that the physical interaction to be reduced. Even this platform like this, wherein we are discussing the initiatives all across the country, we have senior administrators from all across the country. These were usually till last year were being held physically. Now we are connected more digitally, for whether it is for education of the school kids, whether it is the education of the college going students, any kind of training program. So everything is digital. So I think this is also very important aspect which this COVID-19 pandemic has has made us realize, and we are more and more moving towards the digital initiatives. Not speaking much because we have other speakers also. I would just conclude that there are few things which we all still need to keep in mind, that this pandemic is still not over. Like if I talk about vaccination, so in Tripura, the recent data shows that Tripura is the second highest, it's the state which is having the second highest percentage of the population which has been vaccinated, and we are trying that it comes at the first slot. So the top three states, I think, are Himachal, Ladakh, states and UTs together if you put. So it is, I think, Himachal Pradesh, Tripura and Ladakh. So this vaccination needs to be given much more emphasis. People should not be having apprehension about any ill effect or any side effect of vaccination. And if we analyze the situation today, there cannot be a denial that we won't be facing a third wave. So there are all kind of speculations that third wave will come. The impact of third wave would be even higher than the second wave. But nothing conclusive, I think, is available on this. So we all need to understand that whatever are the precautions which are being advised by the government, by the authorities, by the health department, health authorities, they should be taking care of that. Even though now the lockdown is being opened in a phase-wise manner, we are having phase-wise reopening of the lockdown. Most of the states are giving this phase-wise relaxation. But the COVID appropriate behaviors, using of mask when you are moving out, adopting social distancing, not moving out if it is not necessary, maintaining personal hygiene, use of sanitizers, all these still need to be there. And it is still a way to go. I would believe that still next few months, at least till October, till September, October, are still crucial for our country. And I'm very much hopeful that the way we have worked in these two waves, we all hope and we all pray that we are not having that much impact if the COVID third wave is there. And if it is there, then we should be able to come out of it in a better way, in a smoother way. That is, I think, which we all should be trying upon. So these were my initial remarks. Thank you so much. I would end my brief discussion here. Thank you so much. Yeah.